Welcome to round 3. So I'm being a little risky playing this right now while the internet is being worked on. But it's not like I have much other time to do this. Like, this is my day off, so... God, the internet makes me so mad. This Cox cable. I don't know why it has to take all day. Like, luckily, last round, got to jump back into it. I'll try this one. No, I think I can still do better. Like, we have to find Reclaimer, and Reclaimer has to live. Yeah, this is way better. Back, and... I need stage right now, really. Yeah, like... I don't see how, like, the internet company can just, like, tell people, like, oh yeah, this expensive service you pay for, you're just not gonna have it today. Especially in, like, today's day and age when people, like, have to work from home more often. God, and you, like, can't complain because they own the, like, a monopoly on the internet services. So it's not like you can take your business elsewhere. It's my, my rant. Didn't think I'd ever talk about that kind of stuff, especially on these YouTube recordings, but it makes me mad. So this video might cut out, and I'll have to break it up into multiple parts if I even get to be able to log back in. But yeah, this is a great matchup too. Assuming this is just Elves. Yeah, hopefully it just doesn't cut out anymore. It was down like all morning, and then it came back for a while. And then it like went out when I was recording the previous video. Lightning Greaves will definitely not be relevant here. I mean, we could keep him in for game 2 to protect like our Reclaimer from decay and Assassin's Trophy, but I don't think that's worth it at all. Yeah, let's get rid of the depths. The longer I can hold out having to search up Glacial Chasm, the better. Like, I hope I get one more turn, but I don't think I will, because then I can at least play Excavator and better guarantee my land drops that way. But they're probably going to go off this turn. Luckily, like, if I do have to get Glacial Chasm this turn, I'll have the second Cloudpost to be able to keep, like, using Reclaimer from here. Still need one more. I'll just need to hit enough land drops. I don't know how many exactly, but we get one more. If we get one more land, then that can become like a Thespian stage, which could then reset the chasm. But we're in a great spot this game. Our biggest enemy is Cox Communications. That's how we lose this. I really like the Elves deck. It's pretty similar to this one in a lot of ways. I mean, we're both green decks with green sun. I guess that's the only and the end of the similarities there. But I've always liked the Elves deck in Legacy. Just being like a mono green combo deck I feel like that's like very charming and unusual. I like those kind of like off-color deck archetypes. And imagine if they had Heritage Druid and 3 Nettles. Be netting so much mana. Remember when this came out in Onslaught? Didn't think anything of it then, really, but who would have known it would become a staple in a competitive format that I would play like years down the line. Could use a reprint for sure. So when I like live stream this deck, I feel like these Glacial Chasm matchups are pretty boring, like to watch. So as it's happening now, I just have to find something to talk about. Talking to myself. Just waiting to drop their Chasm to the latest possible moment. Or Chasm, Gaia's Cradle. What if they just didn't draw it yet? I have missed a Cloudpost after seeing like the top like 25 cards of the deck or something stupid like that. So it's not impossible. But yeah, one of the strengths of this post deck is the ability to make good use of Glacial Chasm. Because this deck, and a lot of like decks similar like Hogak and Dredge, they just can't deal with that land. And Glacial Chasm's always been a part of the post deck, like even before I was playing this Green Sun Reclaimer version. But Reclaimers made the card so much better. Like just recopying it during upkeep is much easier now. Just searching up life gain to keep it going that way. Yeah, I feel like we're the Glacial Chasm deck right now. We're the only one now because I don't think Lands plays it anymore. But if they're running Reclaimers, like they could definitely put Chasm back in their deck, make good use of it. That's crazy. They played that and didn't even need their Cradle. I wish I could just like pass priority until opponent like attack. Well, I can't do that. I actually just shouldn't do that though. Like in case they do something like have a random main deck Assassin's Trophy. You never know. Like I doubt it. Like 99%, it's not gonna happen. But just those like shortcuts on Moto that would like screw you over. And I feel like that's just gonna come up like pretty often. That's why I try not to rely on those. One of my friends was playing this deck online for our like local Arizona like thing we used to do on like Friday evenings, and his turn, or this was like post board, he brought in Thought Seizes. I remember he threw a Thought Season like in the middle of him comboing off. I was thinking I would just pass priority. There's a good like timing trick, but yeah, that's why I don't want to fall for that. Man, what else did somebody do that I thought was tricky? I think that it was with Grape Shot once against Tess. Like, in the pile of storm triggers, they, like, targeted my Reclaimer, like, 4 times. Just didn't make it obvious. I thought it was awesome. If you draw one more land, I'm, like, pretty certain we 100% win this game. I'm not 100% at the moment, but I feel very likely that we will win. Sweet. Next turn, I'll just plan to play a Cloudpost and probably change that into a forest so I can green sun for Excavator and keep the lands coming. Let's see, I'll go to 13 and then... Oh yeah, they have Scavenging Ooze, okay. At least still that land is good to draw. Kind of hope we draw a different land than this, so I don't have to get rid of the Cloudpost. I'll probably just get Thespian Sage next. I won't do it just yet, because I want to leave enough lands in the deck for me to draw into. I just passed priority here at this point, too, now that the Chasm's in play. If they were running a one of Maindeck Assassin's Trophy, like, I accept that. It's still a lot better than just timing out because of your internet. More Cloudposts, right? I could go one more turn. Ulamog, and then get the stage. Just kill the Scavenging Ooze, because that will enable my, whatchamacallit, Excavator. I think that's probably worth it. So I'll need to reset the Chasm. I can go one more turn with the Chasm in play. Alright, yeah, so we'll just keep Cloudpost for this go-around. And then we'll have 12 mana next turn. So I can cast Ulamog, kill Ooze, and then with that mana get stage, and then I'll reset it the turn after that. So no need to do anything right now. I think we're close to just being able to search and cast Emrakul. But it is important that we get Karakas and go infinite with Emrakul in this matchup. Because they're above 15 life. And they could definitely kill us on the crackback. I wonder how Elves... I mean, I'm sure it varies by opponent. But like how they want to side against me. Like I've had opponents bring in their Thoughtseize against me. I don't think that's correct though. Because like this is the main thing that beats them. And if they're... So once this is in play, Thoughtseize is kind of irrelevant. And if they're Thoughtseizing turn 1, then they're not developing their board, which like I'm okay with too. Plus I just don't think they should be diluting their combo. Right, let's take care of the Ooze first. Abrupt Decay and Trophy. Definitely Trophy they should bring in. But like, being able to answer Reclaimer would be good for them. I guess even that, like, I don't know if they would rather would want to dilute their combo deck for that. Get a stage here. Then upkeep of my next turn. Make this a copy of Chasm and also sack the Chasm. Alright. They had enough. Plus we had the forest already to go get the excavator. Alright, now the challenging games. Definitely the ballistas. And of course Tabernacle. I usually just cut a bunch of 1-ofs for the Elves matchup. I mean, Greaves could protect my Reclaimer from like decay and trophy, but I don't think I care about it that much. I could get some needles too. Like I like slowing them down, their Symbiote and Quirion Ranger, but it's not all that necessary. Rec Sage. And I guess I'd just rather have Ulamog as like a catch-all. Like 3 needles in, I guess. I mean, I could play 1 Greaves, and if I happen to have it, then get my Emrakul haste the turn I cast it, and then also attack the second turn. That would take away the need to Karakas, if it comes to that. And also just protect Reclaimer, maybe this guy, Excavator. With my 4-of cards, I like to prefer to keep like all 4 in, take them all out, or just 2. I know that's no rational reason to sideboard, but there's something like logically satisfying about just 2 of them left. Nah, need more lands. I mean, we have some... this hate piece to slow them down, like the first thing they do. I also have a map, so if we drew like a second land, you could reclaim return 3, but that's too slow. Alright, much better. Let's put prime time back. Just, you don't want to die turn 2. That's a reason to keep Rec Sage in, I guess. I mean, this isn't super important, but it does take away our ability to use Excavator. It's tempting to play Tabernacle, but I think I just need to get Reclaimer out ASAP. So people like assume that Tabernacle is just amazing against Elves. But in a lot of cases, it's actually not. Like, we might not even have a window this game to get it out there. I feel like here it might be worth it, though. Alright, and how do I want to play next turn? It's either one of these 2 lands, Tabernacle or Stage. If I play Stage, then do I want to play Ballista and kill one of these guys? Like, how greedy, like, how long do I wait before Tabernacle is the thing, too? If I play Tabernacle out also, then I'll have to pay my Reclaimer next turn, or the turn after, so I can't activate it for, like, 2 more turns. So I don't think I should play Tabernacle. I think that's not safe. Maybe I should just keep Reclaimer up. And see how 1 more turn plays out. Trying to think if I want to play Stage or Glimmerpost as my mana source. Oh yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking. Glimmerpost. So if I had to get Glacial Chasm, I'd rather keep the stage around for later. This will be good to have in hand later, though. Once we're hiding behind Chasm, this will help take their mana away from being able to like Assassin's Trophy. And they're at 4 cards in hand. I definitely wouldn't bring this in if I was an Elves opponent against myself. Oh. Chasm time already? Looks like it. Alright, we're set up well still. Alright, well, good thing I didn't tap out there. Didn't do the math. Maybe they couldn't have killed me if they had the Tabernacle. But I think it's best to be conservative in these kind of spots. I could put Tabernacle out there. I want to go one more turn so I can start having enough mana to pay for Reclaimer and doing everything I want to do still. Let's play a post. Make this a Cloudpost. I'll play Tabernacle next turn. Just trying to decide if I want to throw the Ballista out there. Yeah, if there's any reason to do that. It might be better to just play out Ballista next turn as the 3/3 and kill ping a couple things. Just taking them off of their just their critical mass of creatures. I think it's still not safe. I could just play stage out. I think that's the safest thing. I could also play the Ballista out and be ready to shoot, what's its name? Virtual Rangers to keep them off of black mana. I'll just be safe. I have to, play... I'm not worried about my clock at the moment, but considering my internet situation right now, to keep that in mind. I guess I'll play the map out. Just thinking about when they go get Collector Roof. No, I'm not going to search with it this turn, so I will not. I might just reset the Chasm next turn. Or look at... yeah, definitely. Alright. Guess that didn't make a difference. Could just get the Eye now. You never know if they abrupt decay this plus play Collector Roof. Just be best to get it out now. If you're doing this Glacial Chasm reset, playing this deck yourself online, never pay for that once you're resetting it, because it's always referring to the old one. Now let's start tabernacling them. At least make them use their cradle for that. Alright, we're close now. We're almost there. Let's play this out now. Make this Glimmerpost a Cloudpost next turn. And then upkeep, I'll use the 3 mana from a tapped Cloudpost to pay for Reclaimer and also search up a land. I'll probably search up a Glimmerpost, because that'll give me 9 mana, which will be 2 mana to search with, or like, yeah, 9's just a good amount, so we can search with Eye and also activate Reclaimer, like 2 turns from now. That's scary, though. Alright. Well, I guess I could always just Ballista mow down a big part of their army if I need to. That's my last, excuse me, my last Glimmerpost. I mean, I could also leave up. We're in such a good spot from where we're at here. I could play the Ballista as a 2/2. Nah. Nah, I think I'm pretty safe from this point. I don't need to Ballista anything. Like, worst case scenario, I can search up a Vesuva and copy this chasm. Let's be thankful that the internet hasn't died on us yet. I could make this a... Yeah, since I have the mana, I might as well make it a Cloudpost. Even more mana. Last Cloudpost, too. Oh, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Should have just made this. Alright, well. Let's do that then. I guess it's the same thing in the end. Just doing all this together. Seven, Ulamog, and then also activate Reclaimer, the last 2. I'll just get rid of this Tabernacle here. to go get the final piece, the Karakas. Alright, I like to see the Elves matchup, because Glacial Chasm is so good against him. But yeah, 3-0 with our Lightning Greaves list, where we didn't actually use the title card. So yeah, hopefully the rest of this league turns out well.